Okay, this is Mike Soares, this is Racy Guitars. This is our P90 low profile for a tenor guitar. These are made for the early Gibson Harmony guitars. On some of them, Kay did a couple of them, but in the 30s and the 40s, they made the guitars where the fingerboard was very close to the arch top. Because of that, they had a low string height. Later on, in the 50s, 60s, they made it. They made a higher fingerboard off the top to make a higher bridge to give more volume, like you would get on a violin. So, but the early tenor guitars had a low profile fingerboard coming off the arch top, and they don't make the covers anymore. We custom make our own covers in a low profile for a 4-string. This is a standard, actually it's not a standard, it's a custom made P90 that we make. It's only 9 ohms, which gives you more of a bluesy jazz tone to the pickup on here. You have your standard 1/4-inch jack. We reproduce the knobs here. This is a 1930s Gibson style knobs that we use on here. We make these in-house along with the covers. We have the P90 bodies made for us by a fellow that used to work for Epiphone. He's retired. You have your little jack plate cover here, standard 1/4-inch jack. You have 500K tone and volume pots with I think these are 15mm posts on your volume and tone. 0.047 tone pot, again to give you more bottom end, more bass on a tenor guitar than you would get with a regular pickup. But again, this is made for the early style tenor guitars that had the low profile fingerboard. And although I've been doing this for well over 30 years, a lot of people have a problem with figuring out what pickups they need for their guitars, and I just think I found a better way of judging that. Because I either tell them in millimeters, I tell them in inches. They don't quite understand. What I did was I came up with this solution. I'm a boomer, so we started off with inches and fractions, and then in the 60s we were introduced to metric. Although it didn't take off very well, we do understand metric and we understand inches and fractions. Apparently some people don't. So I came up with this here. This is a quarter trick. If you take quarters and you lay them on the top of your guitar where you think you want to put your pickup, okay, and measure, hold your string down at the bottom of your fretboard around your 15th fret, and see how many quarters will fit underneath your strings, and that should tell you what pickup height you need. In this case, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quarters, and that brings you right up above the pickup where your string should be. So if you have the space of at least 5 quarters, even more is fine. If it's more than that, that's okay. You don't want under 4 quarters. What's going to happen is your strings are going to hit the pickups, and you're going to get buzzing on your pickups. So the best way to tell is to take some quarters, put them on the top of your guitar in the middle of your top there, up near the neck, and then hold your strings down and see what your pickup height should be. Now on these P90s, you do have adjustable screws on here, so if you have your strings are higher off of your top than the 5 quarters, that's fine. You could always bring these screws up to your strings to match your strings, although they work fine the way it is. I mean, if you've got a 1/4 inch between your post and your strings, it should be fine. And but you can adjust these. A lot of people don't notice, again, on P90s, these are not threaded in. They do screw up and down. You can adjust your post, and if for some reason your screw does not go up and down properly, they're wax potted. And what you do is you just heat up, you get a soldering iron, you heat up your screw that's not threading, and then let it cool down. What will happen is the wax will melt around the threads, and once it cools down, it'll allow you to adjust your pickup posts up and down. But again, this is standard 4-string tenor guitar. Gibson did use this on some mandolins in the 60s. When they discontinued their tenor guitars, they had a bunch of leftover pickups, and they started throwing them on mandolins. So you will see Gibson mandolins with this 4-post pickup. And again, this is a remake, so it's a brand new pickup, brand new cover. I see people trying to sell just the blank covers that are all like scrunched up for $150. I think it's crazy. So here you get everything ready to go. Your vintage tone and volume, your pots, your plug, your cover, everything is there. Easy installation. We recommend you check your pickup before you go and install it if you're going to do any cutting on your guitar. And you can just plug it in and test it. Use a screwdriver to tap your post, and this way, in case a wire comes loose or your pots are dirty, you can clean them with a little CLR. We do clean them before, when we make them, but sometimes they dry out a little bit. That's about it. Again, this is Mike Soares. That's Aracy Guitars. This is our low-profile P90 tenor guitar pickup for archtop guitars, Harmonies, Ks, Gibsons, all like that. Thank you.